Yo, we just saw the New Orleans Saints dominate the Carolina Panthers 47-10. It's your boy Merv with the Black and Gold Hour Show. I'm just giving y'all my reaction to the game. I mean, it feels like everything that we wanted last season, we saw a little bit of all of it in today's victory. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm here to talk Saints, and at the end of every episode, I'm here to talk life. But let's jump into it, man. So, I mean, going into this season, we really didn't know what to expect during the preseason. We really didn't see a lot from the New Orleans Saints offense. I mean, it looked pretty vanilla from what we saw. But what we saw this Sunday against the Carolina Panthers, now granted, it's the Panthers who had over 20 new players coming into the season. So you know it was going to be a transitional and learning curve for them. But what we saw from the New Orleans Saints, man, we saw exactly what we wanted. All last season, we were screaming, utilize Taysom. Get Alvin Kamara in space, and we saw a lot of that today. I mean, I feel like it was games last season. We wanted Taysom to get the ball at least 15 times in a game. It felt like he touched the ball at least 10 times in the first half today, and boy, did that boy show out. I mean, he's 34, but man, Taysom, he's doing his thing. He was running over people. He was almost caught a dime in the back of the end zone, but it was had great pass defense against it. But man, that boy Taysom Hill, he was doing this thing. Alvin Kamara, I mean, yeah, Alvin Kamara, he had that swagger back that he used to have in 2017, and it showed us that Alvin Kamara, like he said all offseason, he still had it, he still has it. It's just that offensive playmaking and that offensive play calling, shall I say, just had to be a little bit better. And we saw that Alvin Kamara got the ball in space and he was doing his thing. He was making people miss. He was doing the right cuts. He was running over people. You saw that passion. You saw that effort come back. And I saw the excitement in his eyes as he was just running over people. And he would score that touchdown. And you just saw the team have a different kind of swagger. We even seen Derek Carr say he wants to go for it on fourth down. That's how much juice they had. Man, it's crazy. I mean, on the defensive end, we had Alontae Taylor. I mean, every time he got a sack, I was just like, I just got hyped with him. I know y'all got hyped, man. So I just love everything that I saw on the field from Alontae. I love everything I saw from the defense. I know we saw Marshawn Lattimore go under the tent, but what I heard from commentators was that it was mostly just maybe he had like a little strain or something like that, but mostly it was just load management because the Saints were winning so dominantly, as you know. So I'm glad to hear our veterans are sitting out. We saw Derek Carr go out, and we saw Jake Haener come in for the final several minutes of the game. So that's what you want to hear. You want to hear that your starters aren't playing in the fourth quarter because you're winning so dominantly. Now we got a real test coming up with Dallas and the Eagles and the Chiefs and the Falcons, who lost 18-10 to the Steelers in Atlanta. So it's a good Sunday. We got to see what these Bucks do and see how they finish their week one as I'm recording this. But the New Orleans Saints, man, I mean, I don't even know what to say, y'all, because they just look so good. It's kind of hard to tell. It's still really early, but from what I've seen, they control what they can control. And last season, that's what we kind of were expressing as Saints fans. Give Taysom the ball, give Alvin the ball, and limit the amount of load and pressure that you put on Derek Carr. And so when we did see Derek Carr pass, he wasn't overwhelmed because they were getting 5-6 yards per carry. Rashid Shaheed was doing his thing. He was running all over people. He was shifty, and Olave was catching passes when he was throwing the ball and being the number one receiver that he is. Jawan Johnson, we saw Foster Moreau. We just seen everything. Everybody kind of touched the ball, which is reminiscent of the Sean Payton offense. But Klink Kubiak, I could see his type of offense. It's not pretty. It's not finesse. Oh, they want to run. They want to do that smash mouth football. And though we have offensive linemen like Trevor Penning, who may struggle in pass coverage in the past, he's athletic enough to get out there on those screens. And we saw that same screen game come back as a result. And I know we kind of like every time we think about a screen, we think about the Sean Payton era and how it started to be unsuccessful in the later years, but the screens were working, and yeah, the players were putting in that work, today. So I'm glad to see all of this from the New Orleans Saints. I'm gonna unpack Dallas and everything this week, but I'm going to bask in this win. Who that nation, stand up. I'm hyped, man. Like, I felt confident and, about what I seen from the team, not from the points or the opponent they were playing, but from the play calling and the leadership and the attitude of the players. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I want to continue to see as we go into this season. But I'm going to be back later this week to talk Dallas. I know these Saints fans going to act a fool next week. And so this week, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what goes down, because that's when the real test will be, because Dallas, despite how we feel about them, is a really good football team. They're a really strong team with a lot of talent, just like the New Orleans Saints. And we're going to be able to see what that offense and defense can do in Dallas. But thank you guys for watching. Before I go, I want you guys to kind of think about your life as you go into this week. I'm just giving y'all some Emerge Speak segment, something that I'm going to go into this week with that I want to share with you all. Priorities, man. Sometimes we go into the week only thinking about our job, our families, our responsibilities, the gym, all of these different things. And I guess the question that I want to leave with you all this week is, why do we do the things that we do? Are we doing it just to pay bills? Are we doing it just to be healthy? Are we doing it just for our families? Or are we doing it for a lasting legacy? Are we doing it out of love? Are we doing it out of maybe a negative emotion? But it's important to address these things so that we know why we wake up every day, why we have certain motivations, why we have certain ideas, and why we have certain thoughts. It's important to kind of understand our foundation so that we can continue to build upon it if it's positive. So continue to break down why you do the things you do. Every time you do one of those tasks or you're stressed about something, why am I stressed? Why is this task so important? And maybe it'll help you unpack some things in your mental, your spiritual, and your emotional well-being. So thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Merv. Saints got the 47-10 victory in the Superdome, and we'll see them later this week in Dallas. Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Merv. Peace.